This month's myth is that men can't have multiple orgasms. Now, although it seems to be common knowledge that women are capable of having multiple orgasms, and in fact often erroneously believe that all women should have multiple orgasms or are able to, but they're just not doing it, or somehow have a problem and that's why they're not having them, or their men are not doing the right things to them and that's why they're not having them. And that, of course, is correct. All women can't have multiple orgasms, and some do and some don't, and it's not something that women should be wishing for or working towards. You do if you do, and you don't if you don't. Most people believe that the phenomenon of multiple orgasm does not exist in the human male. Multiple orgasm in women was defined by Masters and Johnson as one or more additional orgasms within a short time without dropping below the plateau level of sexual arousal. They went on to say that men were not able to have multiple orgasms if it is defined in the same way. That is, the same way as they defined multiple orgasms for women. Because after ejaculation, men enter a refractory period when they lose their erection and are too sensitive to become re-stimulated. It has been traditionally understood that there are several stages of ejaculation and orgasm in men. The first stage is called emission. And now I'm going to give you now a lesson in male sexual response, okay? Now, emission is the deposit of seminal fluid from the testicles and the prostate gland into the upper end of the urethra. Now, I know a lot of people feel that all of this is sort of one thing, that when a man has an orgasm and an ejaculation, it's all sort of one experience, but it's not. They're all separate and they're all separable. So the first stage is that emission, when the sperm and the parts of that experience come from the testicles, and they're mixed with fluids from the prostate and other glands at the top end of the urethra. This also involves the simultaneous closing of the valve that's the junction between the urethra and the bladder. Otherwise, the semen would go up into the bladder when the push comes to send it out the end of the penis. And it would travel backwards into the bladder instead of forwards out of the penis. The next stage